Hi there, Jus4SweetZ here. Today I am going to make a pork tenderloin, and I'm going to pre-make it for someone to stick in the oven while I'm at work today. And so what I want to do is I want to make a rub for the outside of it and let it just sit all day, and then someone will put it in the oven and it'll be basically a one-pot meal. So I have one pork tenderloin here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a rub for it. Now what I want to do is I want to add, and I don't measure, so I'm just going to kind of pour in there. I'm going to say about a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I'm going to use about a teaspoon of my Wild Tree Garlic Galore, and if you do not have Garlic Galore, you can replace it with granulated garlic or garlic salt. Then I have some chipotle, it's a chipotle chili powder that I'm going to try with this one. And I think I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of that as well. Okay, and then I have some sweet mesquite seasoning that I got at Costco. And I heard Miss Linda from Linda's Pantry the other day talking about how she uses this. And I cannot get that sticker off. So we got some in there already. We'll just take that off and just do it this way. I heard her saying that she loves it and it's a wonderful seasoning. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon and a half to 2 teaspoons of the sweet mesquite. And I still have a cold, so I can't smell anything. Sorry. I can't even give you good senses. Hopefully my family likes it. Then I'm going to add some, I bought all these new yesterday, so all my stickers are still on. Going to add some sea salt here, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of that. Now you can add more or less depending on your taste buds, but with all these other seasonings I don't want it to be overly salty, so this is what I'm doing. Now the pepper, however, is not new, and I'm going to add about a quarter of a teaspoon to a half a teaspoon of black pepper. So we have all of our seasonings in there, and that's my rub. So we have smoked paprika, chipotle chili powder, Wild Tree Garlic Galore or granulated garlic or garlic salt, sweet mesquite seasoning, you can get that at Costco, some black pepper, and some pure sea salt. And we're going to mix this around a little bit. Now, if this isn't enough for your pork tenderloin, we can make a little bit more, but I just want to show you briefly. So I might have to make a little bit more, but we'll see once we start putting that on here. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to put this inside here because I don't want stuff to go everywhere. I'm going to pull that pork tenderloin out. Let me discard this really quick. And I like to rinse my meat. The fact that it's been sitting in blood, I just like to take that off of there. Alright, so we have that rinsed off, and we are going to start, let me dry my hands here. We're going to start spreading our rub on here. So just kind of sprinkle it on there, and this is actually probably a perfect amount for this pork tenderloin. Just go ahead, and we're doing the fat side first. And I am going to just mush that in a little bit. I want it to get on there and get those seasonings. We're going to flip it over, and we're going to do this side. It doesn't look like very much seasoning, but a little bit goes a long way. Sprinkle that on. It's going to give it a nice smoky flavor, and for you barbecuers out there, you could also grill this on the grill if you like. Now I'm not home tonight, so it's just going to go in the oven, and then I'm going to make a beautiful glaze over the top that consists of brown sugar, apple cider vinegar, a little bit of dry mustard, and I'm going to put that to the side as well. So there is our pork tenderloin marinating. And then I washed some red potatoes, and I'm just going to kind of shove those to the side. And these are going to be included when we do the glaze. We're going to pour the glaze over the top of everything. So everything's going to have a nice, yummy, smoky flavor to it. And just kind of shove your potatoes in there. Now I'm cooking for 5 people, so I have to have enough for everyone. And then we're going to saute some fresh green beans and garlic and olive oil, and we're going to serve those with it. So here is your dry rubbed pork tenderloin. The last thing I want to do is I have some extra virgin olive oil here, and I'm just going to kind of sprinkle that over the whole top of the potatoes, the pork tenderloin. Use this one up. I bought a new one yesterday, and that's good to go. So that's probably about 2 tablespoons of olive oil that we sprinkled on the top. I'm going to wrap this in foil, let it sit all day in the fridge. I'll have them pull it out about 30 minutes before they're going to stick it in the oven, and you're going to want to cook it on 350 degrees for anywhere between an hour and a half to 2.5 hours, depending on the size of your pork tenderloin, maybe even an hour if your pork tenderloin is half of this. So here is a wonderful dry rubbed pork tenderloin, easy to grill, easy to stick in the oven, and just a wonderful dinner. So I hope you have a great day, and until next time, God bless.